Like, like, Michigan. Oh, okay. Dong dong, wait a minute. Dong dong. Oh, wait a minute. On Monday, the 29th of That's my twin. On Monday, the 29th of June, Terrion Arnold will have his pre-detention hearing to find out if he will be able to have bail granted and he can go home or whatever happens after that, or will he stay in jail until the trial takes place? The trial of the felonies that he's being accused of, and there's been no date. I'm assuming that after tomorrow, after maybe some time, they'll come up with a date and things like that. But right now, Terrion Arnold is in a fight to see if he can get out of jail in the meantime. So Terrion, knowing that he's literally in the fight of his life right now, and he still pleads his innocence, the Detroit Lions have not made a move as of yet. We'll probably know something after tomorrow. Now, I'm going to stand on what I said earlier is from a pure standpoint of a business decision. Terrion Arnold probably should be cut just because of what we're trying to do on the football field and the distraction that this will happen. We've seen other teams do it, and some of those men have been acquitted later down the line. Charges dismissed, but the consequences of these type of things have already, they've already been paid. Now you can argue that this could be because of the company Terrion Arnold decided to keep. That even though he might not be guilty, but just because of that company, he associated himself with this whole thing. So you could say that even if he is proved to be innocent. But in the meantime, we've got this is a big deal. It's a big deal. And Terrion Arnold knows this. He's in the fight of his life, and we'll see if he is indeed innocent or not, according to the jury or wherever this goes. But Terrion knows that he has to find a way out of this. So what did he decide to do? Well, this is coming from the Pro Football Talk Twitter account. Says Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold hires Harvey Steinberg, who has represented many NFL figures over the years for Arnold's criminal case in Florida. So tomorrow is a big day. I don't know if it will be a live stream, but we definitely will be covering it once all the news comes out of the decision that the court is going to make about Terrion Arnold. But he hired this individual here. Now, according to what everyone is saying, this is the guy you call when you're in trouble. He's like a superhero when it comes to NFL clients, and they call him. Now, he's based out of Colorado, and when NFL players are in trouble, they call this guy. Here is what the Pro Football Talk website had to say about Steinberg. Says Steinberg has represented numerous NFL figures in recent years. Most recently, he was hired by Broncos linebacker Jonathan Cooper in connection with multiple charges arising from an alleged domestic violence incident. That was not too long ago, like within a few months. Steinberg had some very strong comments when charges against the alleged victim were dropped. A search of Steinberg's name in the PFT database shows that his clients have included John Elway, Elway's son, and Jack, Kellen Winslow II, Jerry Jeudy, Jonathan Bolin, the son of former Broncos owner Pat Bolin, Brandon Marshall, and Elvis Dumervil. Steinberg also represented former Broncos coach Mike Shanahan in a lawsuit filed against a developer who allegedly failed to deliver a lot to Shanahan in exchange for his endorsement. So, Terrion Arnold is, I mean, look, one thing I can say about the kid is he is proclaiming his innocence. And it looks like he's doing everything he can to come out of this on top. And in the meantime, that doesn't mean that he's going to be released tomorrow or have the potential to be released. It's still a lot going on here. It's a lot going on here. But Terrion looks like he's doing all he can to. Now I don't know how much this guy is going to cost, but he's the guy that you call when you are trying to win a court case, especially NFL players. So we'll see what this is going to turn out to be. Tomorrow is going to be very interesting how that's going to play out. Will Terrion Arnold be able to get to the point where he can be released? Because I don't know how that happens. I don't know if they decide tomorrow that he is not going to be held and detained until the hearing or the trial. Can he immediately post bond after that, whatever the situation. So, but again, we'll be following that. Now, I went to the website, and there's quite a bit of cases here. Quite a bit of cases, news. I'm going to show you, even though you can barely see it. This is the news section of Harvey's website. And you can pause this and look, there's a lot to read, but you see Harvey with Kellen Winslow Jr. And apparently here it is. Kellen Winslow Jr. faces life without parole and will be defended by NFL top lawyer. So these are old, kind of these headlines right here. They're old. Denver DA, former Nugget guard Ty Lawson denies. So all of these things, you can check it out if you want. But Terrion is trying his best to get the best representation he can, and as he should. If he is innocent, here's the thing, he needs all the help he can get, because if the charges have been filed, he has been charged, right? He is currently, since Thursday, been held in jail. Tomorrow, on the 29th of June, they'll find out if he is going to be released or if he's going to stay. And I don't know if after, let's say that hearing plays out and he is detained, can they appeal that decision and then something be made, maybe in 2 more weeks he gets out, or however that works. But I'm sure that Harvey's going to be on the case. But if he is truly innocent, he's going to need all the help he can get, because if this comes down to a jury, that's going to be up to those 12 people to decide whether or not they believe that Terrion. See, that's the thing, man. You've got the testimony of criminals, people who are on their way to jail. But it all boils down to, if this thing goes that far, what those 12 people think, or whatever the jury amount is. So there's a lot of factors in play here. You've got circumstantial evidence, you have evidence, but we don't know what evidence they have. You would assume, and we talked about this before, you would assume that they have to have something concrete, something kind of like a slam dunk that's outside of the testimony of people who are soon to be spending time in prison, right? You literally have, because what I look at it is, the people that are testifying are, to me, the equivalent of like a confidential informant that is placed in the cell of a criminal, and they're trying to get information out of him, so they maybe offer him something in order to rat on his cellmate. So that's what this feels like to me. But if they have the evidence, if they have the testimony and all of that, and the outcome of this is prison, then look, Terrion is battling right now, so he needs all the help he can get. And
this is from the woman over there.
You don't want to people are right here. I'm trying to get to my home country, and you all people made it hard for me to get to my home country.
A belligerent man on an international flight about to take off is continuously starting arguments with everyone on the plane. Officers hurry to the plane. The captain confronts the suspect to kick him off, but he doesn't back down.
You see how it works? I got it. That's how it works. That's how it works. You show me the. You show me this much hate against one individual human, I would universally targetedly mess you up. So show me the badge that you want me on. If no, you have to show me the name. Oh, you're on you. So I can see right back there. Do you have a bag? What's happening? It's a great big book. Here's one. I'll see about it with you. What? You as a human, as I'm sitting down on board with me, and I'm sitting down in there, and I'm sitting down low, you know what I'm tough guy about? You know, I'm moving. Hey, you know my and son. No, it's all go to you know. You see how most of the people are white here? They're actually more like get off the plane. Jesus God. I'm trying to get to my home country and you all people made it harder for me to get to my home country.
Another passenger who's sick of the man, as well as a flight attendant, now approaching to attempt to get him off the plane.
Go up there front. This is a good guy. Okay.
No, right. We're gonna go here.
Hey, I didn't get in your face. You told me to get out.
311. That's all. Hey, he's gonna go. Hey, 311. No, let's go. Okay. 311. Right now.
You got it, Cos. You got it. All right. Turn around. Let's go.
As multiple passengers unite to get the man off the plane, officers arrive right as they get him off onto the jet bridge.
The police are here, so just lie and we'll work it out. All right, fine? As long as you order it. That's gonna be legal, so you can't do that. All right. I stand up. Say, we'll go. Midway. For an innocent or civilian. Remember.
Hi, Kirby, get stuff off. You have stuff off. No, it doesn't matter. What exactly happened? So we were standing here morning, it started yelling on the jet break. We can't step off the fifth off their bottom.
And this was really good. Crazy.
really hitting it out of the park this year. I just had a wonderful consultation with Mari. I saw Delta Fiala again. Pop the photo. It's been a grand old time. It's been a great old time. I don't think I've even told you guys this yet. I met a homie at the airport because he saw my clear bag and he was like, yo, are you going to Pop the Pop? And I'm like, yes, I am. We're staying at the same hotel and we're going to the same event. What are the odds of that? So we're carpooling the entire situation, you know? Convenience and made friends through the cycle, you know? Look at these pieces. Look at all this stuff that I got. Wonderful, wonderful goodies. Wonderful goodies. We're settling down for night one. Day two, for the first time ever, is gonna come tomorrow. So I'm really psyched for that. I don't know if I'm gonna save or hit this right up tonight. We shall see. We shall see. I'm not gonna decide that yet. But right now, I'm gonna hit the beat as it comes. But yeah, I got a nice little Coke. I'm chilling here. I hope every single one of you is sitting